Welcome to Walks with Moss. I'm probably shouting because I got headphones on, but I'm listening to music and it's cheering me up on a dreary raining day. We are headed for my Verpas spot. It'd be nicer to do this when it's not raining, but I feel like I can really only go to this spot on the weekends when there's no logging activity. So that's what we're doing. So here's a daisy. Once I went to transplant some of these to my property, and then I found out that actually these are an invasive species. You are not to transplant them. Is that a ladybug? I can't tell. Yeah, it is. I don't have my reading glasses on. Look at that digitalis. Wow. I feel this is my best chance this year to find Verpas. We're just right in the prime of the season, so I'm going to explore this area pretty thoroughly today. And if I don't find any today, might just give up on them for the year. So I find Verpas around the base of cottonwood trees. Here's a cottonwood here. Not like right next to the tree, but I guess around the drip line. The Verpas here are yellow. I guess they turn kind of black when they get really mature, but they don't taste good then. Here, Verpa, 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 where are you? There's tons of cottonwoods back there, but there's only a few trees that I find actually have the Verpas growing around them. And we're getting very close to my spot. I'm gonna start in my best spot and then search outwards from there. Okay, fingers crossed. We're almost there. I didn't see any Verpas on the road. Here's the same stinging nettles I saw last time and didn't harvest. I might take the tops off of some of these this time, maybe. There's not very many of them here, though. Come on, Verpa. Come on, Verpas. Show up. Yes! 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 There they are! Woohoo! There's one anyway. All right. Now I just gotta stay on my knees in one spot and look for more so I don't step on them. This appears to be the only one under this tree. We haven't approached my best tree just yet, though. Here we go. Verpa bohemica. Unless the name has changed. Oh, 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 there's another one. There's another one right there. Grab this. Yeah. All right. And of course I left my mushroom knife in the car. That's okay. We'll just break them off like that. Yay. All right. We got Verpas. Okay. Let's go look under my favorite tree now. Right over here. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh, they're here, they're here, they're here. From where I'm sitting right here, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, right here, just right here where I'm sitting. Yes, we didn't get Verpas last year. We're getting them this year. Looky here. Hell yeah. All right. I'm especially happy because I didn't get any last year. I was thinking maybe this spot was done, but maybe I just missed the right time last year. I'm a little bit late. See, this one's too far gone. Should have gone back last Sunday, maybe. But we're getting them this year. We're getting them. Yeah. All right. I'll do what I normally do here. I'll line these up on this moss-covered log. And then I might pitch a tarp and sit here and have some coffee. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. One time I just sat on this log and I found so many just sitting there. Let's see if there's any more. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, I think I saw another one over here somewhere. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I wish I had come here last Sunday though. These are starting to get past their prime. Yeah, it's like, here's one that's too far gone. See, I'll leave this one alone. They don't taste at all good if they get too far gone. Got to be selective out here. See, I see a few more there, but I'll put this down first. Oh, almost stepped on one. But that's one I think is too far gone. Got my reading glasses on now to get a better look at this one, and yeah, I think it's pretty much okay. Yeah, all right, yay. So, also got my headphones off, so if I was yelling before, I'm not yelling now. This one might be too far gone. It might be okay too. Okay. So this one over here is definitely, yeah, it's too far gone because see the top I think is, it's like hollow on top. I don't think that's a good sign. I'm gonna put it in my pile for now anyway. I'll go through them later. Here's one here. That one's not perfect either. And this one here has fallen over, so I know this one's not going to be any good. This one looks okay, maybe. This one is probably okay. Take these back to our Verpa log. Yes, I do love to line things up in neat rows. Okay. Yeah, I don't think these two, I mean this was laying down, so I don't think it could possibly still be good. But these are mostly good. This one's questionable. I know I have to be really picky with these. In past years I didn't think I liked Verpas. I wasn't enjoying eating them, but then I learned it was just I was harvesting some that were past their prime. So I get so happy when I find something. But you don't want to eat rotten old mushrooms. I should quit stomping around here so much, really. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna pick most of them unless it's obvious they're not good enough, and then I'll go through them when I'm all done here and throw out the ones that are questionable. Here's another one. Yay, I'm so glad this is still a good spot. I think I see one over here hiding. Yeah. No, this one fell down. I wouldn't have picked it. It fell down though. Tastes definitely not good. It's going to go in the questionable pile. There we go. Okay. Oh, do I see more? No. That was a false Verpa. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Oh man. I know I said it already a few times, but I wish I'd come here last weekend. This one I think is too far gone. And this one is definitely too far gone. But here's a good one right here. Maybe. Yeah, this one's probably okay. And then there's a couple here I think are too far gone, but I think I'll just put them on the pile. Isn't this an amazing spot? All these mushrooms just near this log. Here we go. Whoops. Head fell off. Okay, let's go back in here. So these I will leave. These are definitely too far gone. And this one is too far gone. That might be it for this little... Bella just jumped over my Verpa log, but she didn't hurt my mushrooms. This might be it for this little spot. But there's other cottonwood trees down there that sometimes produce, so we can look down there too. Oh, I'm glad we didn't go for a walk in the rain for nothing today. Oh, here we go. There's some over here. These might be ones for the questionable pile. Yeah, I wish I had my knife. Man, look at this one hiding under the leaves. The size of this one's definitely too far gone. Oh, here's a nice looking one. I think this one might be okay. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't eat the stems because the stems seem to go off before the caps do. So all these right here just crouched down where I am right now. Pretty cool. Oh, I see more over there. Okay, well, let's go put these back on the designated Verpa log before we go check those out. I guess I could be a bit more organized and just get a bag out to put them in instead of walking back and forth to the log, but this is fun. I saw some over here. Oh, nasty spruce tree, ouch! Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think that one might be okay. Here's one kind of hiding. It's got some brown on it. Don't know if that one's gonna be okay. We'll just take these to the log and decide there. Yeah, see, they come up in little flushes, so when you see one, you need to stop and look for more. I don't recall seeing them right here in this little spot before, though. Okay, another little handful of Verpas for the log, the Verpa log. Yeah. Ah, I see one there. Oh, back to the log, back to the log. Here we go. Here's the one I saw before the last trip to the log. And I saw one over here too. Yeah. We hit them in their prime, for sure. Last weekend maybe would have been too soon, but 2 or 3 days ago probably would have been better. All right. Ooh, there's a prickly spruce tree. Okay, I think we've pretty much explored all of the log area. I do think I will explore outwards some more because I've found them over there. But I've got to follow my tradition first and come over here and have a cuppa on the log. Yay, we have a dry place to sit now. Only problem is it's too far away from my mushrooms. They're over there. So I may have to put them in a bag and bring them over here so I can sort them. What's up, Bella? She's catching the vibes. I'm high energy, so is she. Go play, go play, go play, buddy, go play, go play. Yeah. One last look at my log Verpas before I bag them up. Gonna put them in this old-fashioned Walmart bag. I think I'll just take all of these home and then sort them later. Or I could sort them while I'm having my coffee. I don't know. Decisions, decisions. But here they are. Nice haul. I think this one's too far gone. Yeah. I think I'll put the good ones in this bag. Is this a good one? Yeah, I think it's a good one. And the questionable ones maybe in another bag. I don't know. Actually, I know what. I shall gather them all into this bag for now and then sit on the log with my reading glasses on and investigate all of these mushrooms, except for the ones that I can tell are bad even without my reading glasses. All right, just gather these up. Bella doesn't understand the excitement, of course. Okay. These ones, here are definitely bad, so those can just stay on the log. The rest can come over here to the inspection station. Cheers from Verpa heaven. I was here last year at the right time and didn't get any, so I think perhaps I was sabotaged by someone I told about this spot. With my reading glasses on, I'm now going to inspect these very closely, and I'm going to be very picky. I think this stem is okay. It's a little brown, but it's not rotting, so that's a keeper, I think. I think this is a keeper too. Although, I don't know, look at the top of the cap there. I sure wish I had my mushroom knife, but I got this little knife, so let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna risk it, because they really taste bad when they're not good. I think this one might be okay, but instead, yeet, bye-bye. Yeah, you go chase that, Bella. Okay, how about this one? Yeah, I'll cut it in half. It's probably okay. I think this is a good one. I just wish these stems didn't have this much brown on them. Maybe I should cook the stems and the caps separately. That's a little too brown right there, so get rid of that part of that one anyway. I think this one is okay. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of keepers here today. And I think they're actually maybe turning a little bit browner from me handling them. I think I'm actually staining them a little bit. I hate being this picky and passing up these big ones, but I know from experience, yeet. It's good to return them right back here where I got them so they can continue doing their job. Yeah, sure wish I had gotten here just a couple days earlier this year. We're still definitely going to have enough for a meal. And I'm glad I have learned that these are good as long as you're picky. You get the fresh ones. Oh, this one's marginal. Yeet. Yeah. Yeet. Yeah, this one looks good. This one has a whole bunch of brown specks in it that I thought were bugs, but actually they're centipede poop. Okay, I won't eat this one. I'll just return it gently to the brush. And how about this one? They're predicting almost an inch of rain today, and I almost didn't make it out here because that's really more rain than I enjoy being outside in, but I also knew that if I didn't come out here today, I might be too late. And boy, am I glad I came out here. Now, I definitely can't search right in this area anymore because all the mushrooms I tossed out I can see from here, and they will trick me into thinking they're new mushrooms. Maybe the rain will lessen. Right now it's coming down even harder than it was before. Okay, I have emerged from my tarp. I forgot it always sounds like it's raining harder when you're under the tarp. All right, bag in hand, I'm gonna head back here ways. It took me years and years to find a good Verpas spot. And now that I found one, I was really worried it wasn't going to be good anymore after last year. Here's one. And that one is big enough that I think I'll just leave it behind, because once they're that big, they're just, I don't think they're good anymore. Okay. So, yeah, okay, I'm finding some that are outside of the range of the log now. All right. Could it be that this is going to be a really good Verpa year? Some years when it's not so good, I only find them near my log. But we have wandered away from the log, and I'm still finding them. So here's our cottonwood. I found that the bigger the better as far as cottonwoods when you're searching for Verpas. Look under the biggest cottonwoods you can find. It's always under the big ones. That was just a leaf. Okay, there's a big cottonwood back there. We'll head for that one, and then we'll go back towards the log. It's really a really narrow zone here, even though there's lots of cottonwoods. The zone where you actually find the Verpas is quite small. And actually, I don't think that's cottonwood, that's a maple. It can be hard to tell the difference from a distance when they don't have leaves. Here's a cottonwood. Haha, and there's a Verpa, or two. All right, let's see. You know, it's big, but I think this one's actually okay, in spite of being so big. Oh, there's some more, there's some more. Here's one here. Yeah. I think if I just cut the top off of this one, it might, yeah, yeet. Okay. I shouldn't have thrown that so close to where I'm hunting now, though. It's going to trick me. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's lots of them right in here. Okay, cool. So, this one here, I'm pretty sure is too far gone. Oh, you know, it feels really solid and nice. So, this one actually might be a keeper. Bag that one. And then, this one here is little, but definitely too far gone. The top's melting off and the stem's really brown. But here's one here that looks good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And this one here does not look good. Find me some Verpas, Bella. I think I see one over in the distance. I'll leave my bag right here and wander over here. I don't think this is going to be a good one, but got to investigate it. Oh yeah, there's quite a few right in here, so around this tree now instead of that one that's near my bag. Okay, so this is actually a really good Verpa year. This is too far gone. So is that one. There's one here. I'm also going to call that one too far gone. And there's a great big one there, which I think is too far gone. That's a lot of them just under this tree, and this is such a good sign. This is definitely a good Verpa year. Okay, here's one that I think is still edible. There we go. Yay! It's going to take a while to cook the water out of all these today, though. Okay. Yay! It's a good Verpa year. I already see another one. Or two. Or three. Or four. Yeah! Here we go. Right here. I think this one's probably okay. Let's see. Yeah, maybe. I'll make the final determination on this one when I get home. Okay, how about this one? No, I'm going to pick that one. Same with that one. That one's just going to stay. That's not a picker. But I think I see a good one over here. No, the top's melted off of this one. Oh, I just missed it by a day or two. I just missed it by a day or two, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm still going to get lots of them. Here we go. Yeah, let's get the glasses on and see. Yeah, I think this one's okay. Okay. And here we go. There's a couple that are, I think, okay. Yeah. I have a Facebook friend that says Verpas are poison. They're no more poison than morels. You gotta cook them. This is the same friend who also gathers the bracken fern, which are carcinogenic. I used to eat 2 or 3 bracken fern every year when I was a kid, but that was it. I ate them raw. I didn't really like the taste that well. I just knew it was something I was supposed to like. But I'd also heard the rumors that they might cause cancer, so I didn't eat too many. And I haven't actually harvested any as an adult. And now I've looked online and seen some primary scientific literature that says, yes, they cause cancer. So I'm definitely staying away from them. Okay, I am getting soaked. Here's some more cottonwoods back here. I don't see anything around these. They're the right size though. Ah, but are they cottonwoods? No, they are not. They are maples. Sometimes I just have to resort to looking at the leaves underneath them to know for sure. There will be no verpas under the maples unless there's a cottonwood nearby. So is this a maple too? I think this is a cottonwood here, but that's a maple. Oh! And I fell in the hole. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna head back in the direction I came from. I'm feeling really lazy today, so I'm back under my tarp. And Bella's back pestering me because she thinks I'm talking to her. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to them. Look, right there. Bella, look right there. Look, I'm talking to them right there. Yeah. Thank you for the photo bomb. You know, you're too close to be in focus now, Bella. Go on. Go on! What you hunting for, Bella? Here's the ones we just found on our second little trip away from the log. They all look good except for this one. I'm gonna give this one a miss. No, Bella, don't take that. Those are not good to eat. Those are poison when they're raw. I think this one is okay in spite of being so big because there's no brown on it. Yeah, we got a nice amount of verpas here today. Yeah, definitely the ones I picked earlier are turning brown just from me handling them. I can see the extra brown on those stems where these stems on the more recent batch are not as brown. So I'm not going to worry about the brown on those stems so much because I know that's just from me handling them. I don't know if I want to tromp around back in that brush much more because I'm not wearing rain pants. But it might be nice to get just a little bit more exercise. So I think we'll leave the woods and walk along the road and see if we can find any along the road for a bit. That's enough verpas for 1 year. I'm having a hard time forcing myself not to go farther back in there, but I need to learn to do things in moderation. I don't have to scour every inch of the mushroom patch every time I go. I could just look at some of it and go home and call it good. Yes, Bella, I'm talking to the camera. Will you please let me talk to the camera? Bella does not want to sit here. Bella does not enjoy lunch breaks unless they involve her eating. She most definitely does not enjoy coffee breaks. Okay, all packed up and Bella sure is happy. I can't resist checking underneath one more tree I see in the distance, or maybe I can resist. It's on the other side of the creek, and I don't think I've ever found verpas on the other side of the creek. This is one I found before, right? I think this is one I found before and left behind. Yeah, let's wander over here, see what we can see. Bella is just so happy to be moving again. right straight back here. It could be a maple tree too. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if my cottonwood is even a cottonwood. Ooh, nice little patches, nettles here. I think I'll grab some of those before I go. Make a nice low-calorie dinner. Yeah, my cottonwood is a maple, but there's all these cottonwood buds all around it, so there's a cottonwood here too somewhere. But there's no Verpas. But I'm glad I came back here anyway, because there are enough stinging nettles here for me to harvest. Yay! Apparently my stinging nettle picking gloves didn't make it, and my latex gloves I'm not going to be able to put on with wet hands. Same with my hiking mittens, so I'm just going to use this plastic bag to protect my hands while I pick these. I think I'm only going to really be getting enough for dinner here, not enough to preserve. Here we go. This is plenty for dinner. These stinging nettles, they don't shrink down like spinach does. They're actually quite a bit more substantial than spinach, and this will be a good sized meal. Bit of advice I can give for finding Verpas is they grow in these bottomlands, but not in areas that get scoured out by the water in the winter. You got to get just a little bit beyond the riverbank and the scour zone. Just a little bit up, maybe this far out, and then you can start finding the Verpas. Check it out, there are some growing near the road this year. Wow, very cool. Yeah, I think I will definitely walk along the road. Awesome, awesome. We found a few more next to the road. Let's see if I can get my bag open. It's fighting with me. There we go. Found those next to the road. We're gonna head back to the car now, looking for mushrooms along the way. It looks dark, but it's only about 5 o'clock. We still got 2.5 hours until sunset, but it's just a dark, dreary day today. Here's another one next to the road. It's looking good. It's looking good. At first I saw the curled under part and I thought that was brown rot, but it was just a shadow. Yay! Yay! We're going home with lots of mushrooms and other things to eat tonight. Oh, here's another one. Let's see what this one is like. Yeah, oops. I was just checking it out. Didn't mean to knock it over, but I think it's actually a keeper, so it's okay that I knocked it over. Wow, this is a spot where I just was too. And here's another one that I didn't notice. Now this one is definitely too far gone. I can see the brown on the stem now that I've picked it. Wow, this is a good year for the Verpa. I find Verpa season doesn't last long. Maybe a week or two and then it's over. Here we go. Yeah, these look good. Maybe not, that one is darker colored, but in spite of being darker colored, it still seems pretty fresh. But the way it broke when I picked it, I'll give that one a miss. They do seem to be lighter colored when they're fresh. Well, wasn't that a blast? Stinging nettles and lots of Verpas. Very cool. Okay, it's time to put my headphones back on and bebop on out of here. I think I should start listening to music when I'm hiking more often. It really helps my mood and might give me more energy for hiking. Thanks for watching our little foraging adventure. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.